11 IPL. In this video, what we are going to be looking at is the preview of game between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Kings 11 Punjab. Two top heavy sides colliding to make an impact, to make a comeback into the game after losses. Especially Kings 11 Punjab, they really played a good cricket, but still they are at the bottom of the table because of the close games that they had against Rajasthan Royals and Delhi Capitals. Delhi Capitals game that went into a super over, they weren't able to capitalize it. And against Rajasthan Royals at Sharjah, a 30-run over from Sheldon Cottle completely changed things away. And also against Mumbai Indians, later part of the innings, they weren't holding a right bowler. They used Krishnappa Gautam against Pollard and Pandya. That didn't really pay off, and that was a devastating loss as well. As far as Sunrisers Hyderabad are concerned, injuries. First, Mitchell Marsh was injured on that game. They weren't able to capitalize it. In absence of him, was fit and he came in at number 5. They would have won quite easily against Royal Challengers Bangalore, and they really they were back a strong team defending unit. But against Mumbai Indians, they weren't able to chase down a total of 208 in a Sharjah wicket. Now they are going to be back into Dubai, where it would be ideal for their spinners like Rashid Khan to come in, and Natarajan is bowling plenty of Yorkers. He has been a tremendous find for them this season. With Bhuvneshwar Kumar's injury, who is going to take the responsibility and fill his spot? They have plenty of options. They have Sandeep Sharma, they have Siddharth Kaul, they have Khalil Ahmed. But they need to step up in place of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, give you those crucial overs in the power play, and dead bowling is what Bhuvneshwar Kumar has. He has developed it over the years. He has been a splendid dead over bowler, but they are going to miss him really bad. Rashid Khan picking up 3 wickets against Delhi Capitals was really a big thing. 6th bowling option is a bit of a concern. They had tried out Williamson, they tried out Abdul Samad. It has been work decent for them, but on the long run, when the tournament gets into a higher note, when it comes to the business end, that won't be enough. They need to find an apt bowler for that spot, because Abhishek Sharma hasn't that experience with his pace, with his left arm orthodox bowling. He just can't trouble plenty of batsmen around in the circuit of IPL this season. Speaking of top heavy nature of Sunrisers Hyderabad, plenty of runs for their team has been scored by the openers David Warner and Johnny Bairstow. Manish Pandey has really had a great start, but he isn't converting those into very big numbers because he needs to anchor and stay till the end as a number 3 batsman. Williamson's inclusion has been really well for them. He really played a crucial knock to win the game for them, to set the total. He is taking you to the team to the par total when you're batting first. That's a crucial thing for any team. A player who just can take you to the par and above par. When you have such a kind of a bowling attack, you're giving your bowlers a cushion to come and defend. As far as Kings 11 are concerned, they need to find an ideal spot for Chris Gayle to be back, because they are also having a great season with the bat. Mayank Agarwal and Rokesh are opening the innings, but the concern is the only runs coming from their team, its contribution, are from these two. These two are in top 5 of the race for the orange cap, but the rest of the team, they haven't been scoring more runs. Maybe Mayank Agarwal Rokesh Rahul has to think about it. Let's open with Chris Gayle, and one needs to go and anchor the innings down the order because of the completely lack of firepower in the middle order. On papers, they have really one of the strongest firepower, Glenn Maxwell and Nicholas Purran. Nicholas Purran has been doing a decent job, but Maxwell hasn't got a go yet. He did splendidly well against England in England, but when it comes to IPL in UAE, he hasn't got a go yet. Mandeep Singh, who came back into the team in for Karan Nair, really did a great job, but he also didn't convert the start. He got it into a big total. That really made the difference against Chennai Super Kings, because they were able to chase the total they set by a wicket of 10 wicket margin without losing a wicket. So if Mike Agarwal can come in the number 3 and Mandeep Singh at number 4 with Chris Gale opening with Rahul, it might be an idea, but I'm not sure how they are going to approach this because with Chris Gale you can't score those easy singles and twos early in the innings that Lokesh Rahul wish to go for. They have excellent chemistry, Lokesh Rahul and Mike Agarwal. It's difficult to break that combination and bring in and test Chris Gale in. But some point of the time he needs to get in the team because those 20 to 30 runs, odd runs they are missing. That's it should come either from bat of Maxwell or they might be in a temptation to bring in Gale back into this 11. As for bowling goes, Ravi Bishnoi is doing a magnificent job in power play. Sheldon Cottrell and Mohammad Shami are doing good. Sheldon Cottrell was expensive. Chris Jordan is getting expensive. Jimmy Neesham is getting expensive. They need to find a fifth bowling proper bowler. But Chris Jordan is a magnificent bowler. He has done it over the years for England. He has been almost a kind of a leading wicket taker for the team. But here in the IPL, he is struggling a bit to find his rhythm. Maybe they are just targeting him and upsetting his rhythm. What Dubley's fifth bowling option is really concern for Kings 11 Punjab. Top heavy sides, both team will be looking at to what we are going to do against them. Get the early wickets of the batsmen and the top 4 and expose the middle order weakness. If you're batting first, if you're bowling if you're bowling first, try to get those top 4 within 10 overs and make the middle order, get the middle order exposed and try to minimize the target they're going to set. And when it comes to the team bowling second, try to do the same. Pick up the early wickets, expose the middle order and make them contain those runs. Huge clash. As of favorites, I go with Sunrisers Hyderabad. They have been defending it really well, but a Kings 11's point of view, they have really played a good cricket. They are not supposed to be here down the order. It should have been 3-2, but they have now 4-1 in terms of losses. They have lost 4. They should have won 2 games quite convincingly, but a bad day, it has really caused them and has put them so down the order. They need to step up.